cardio will kill your gains.
You do your squats wrong. And I'm like, yes, probably.
So many steroids to get bulky. Bloated AF.
Whey protein is bad?
No, it's too late.
How do you get your clients in Vienna?
Everyone around me is against me.
How to get in shape in 2 months? What would be your plan?
Ooh.
Hi friends, welcome to our show where I invite interesting and inspiring guests and we talk about business, marketing or simply our lives. Today my guest is beautiful Dasha. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Dasha, obviously. I'm a personal trainer from Vienna. I competed in the bikini division in bodybuilding and I'm currently preparing for the Hyrex competition which is about to take place very soon.
Where
in Vienna. Vienna. So it's like a big thing right now. So you know CrossFit, right? Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So basically Hyrex is the new CrossFit. Imagine like it's an indoor competition. So you have a lap where you have to run and then you have stations. You run the first lap, so it's 1 kilometer, and then you have to do 1 kilometer of like ski erg. Then you run 1 kilometer, then you do, I don't know, burpee jumps for 80 meters, I think. Then you run 1 kilometer. Yes. And then you do lunges with a sandbag. Then you do blah, 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 blah. And then it's all together, it's like 8 stations, 8 kilometers. And it's a lot.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah. And you can do doubles where you do it together with a partner. And it's like split it for like by 2. And if you do singles, then you obviously...
and you're doing
I'm doing singles, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see.
It sounds like Olympics, to be honest.
Yeah, it's and the thing is, like, I have no idea how, like, what time I'm gonna have. I really don't know. So it's gonna be like my first time. My goal is not to die. For now, that's it.
Just to participate and see how it goes for you.
Yeah. And they do like the branding they're doing. It works really well because like I think it was created in Germany, but now it's mostly the US thing, and the competition itself is like 120 euros per person, something like that, and they're sold out. Like all the European events, you are not able to get a ticket because everything is sold out.
Also, great business. You know, you create a competition and then you just make people pay
exactly and
to
then
take part.
And then you need studios which are equipped for the competition. So obviously it's like affiliate, so they have to pay. And then you have like the Hyrex coach education. So it's like very smart.
Think about it. Tell me a little bit about your background. I know that you finished a master's degree in translations. I finished bachelor degree on that faculty and it was so complicated. Master's is even... I don't know how it's possible to finish that because it's always about sitting in the cabin and interpreting. It's not the easy faculty, and then you go full on into sports. Like, what's your story?
Well, it was a bit easier for me because I came to Austria when I was 14. So I was kind of familiar with the German language because I think when you study in Austria, if you're like non-German speaker, then it's obviously way more difficult for you to study at the university. And I also studied written translation. So it's not the booth translation, but like the literature, films, like media and stuff.
But still, when you write something and you make one mistake, it's so visible. But when you talk, you make a small mistake, like people don't notice that. I don't think it's way easier. I think both of the translations are hard.
Well, yeah, for sure. And translating books is like extremely hard.
And then how did you find your way into sports, or sports was always part of your life?
So it definitely has been a very crucial part of my life, more or less the whole time, because I started. It all started with tennis. So I started playing tennis at the age of 7, I think.
Yeah, it's quite early.
And I started coaching tennis at school here. So when I was like 17, 18, you know, like to earn some money and also like to get some knowledge. When I was 16, I used to go to the gym a lot as well, but I did some weird stuff. Everyone has had the same experience.
Yeah, when you don't understand how to do certain exercises, you just do random stuff.
Yeah. And I remember like, because right now it's mostly like TikTok, but I remember saving all the YouTube videos and all the Instagram posts with all the exercises and just doing them randomly. And I was also eager to find the most creative exercises and the most weirdly looking exercises, you know what I mean? Because it was like, if it's different, then like
it must work.
Yes, exactly.
I'm still at that stage actually. I'm scrolling reels and they're like, you do your squats wrong, and I'm like, yes, probably save this reel.
Yeah. In 2018 I kind of started working out more with I hired a PT myself, and at that point
PT is a personal trainer.
Yes, it's a personal trainer. So like, also if you're a personal trainer and you like, I'm having a PT tomorrow, that means that you're having a personal training session with someone. And then 2022 I did a bigger offline certification in Vienna.
So it evolved from your hobby interest from...
Yeah, this was something that I really like to do my whole life long, but since I grew up in Russia, I grew up in a family where I was told that, okay, I'm a lawyer, your dad is doing something which has to do with law, blah, 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 so you have to study law, obviously. And then, I started studying law first, then I ended up dropping out of the university. My mom was very pissed. I ended up studying translation, which was like, okay. And then at the back of my mind, it was always, I really want to do something which has to do with sports. And then, as soon as I started coaching, it actually worked out quite well. So I was very scared at first, but even now, like my grandma is still not sure whether I'm doing
They're not
the right
happy
thing.
with your choice yet.
Oh
my God,
sure.
Parents.
Yeah.
Stop this.
my mom is fine. Like, my mom is fine, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Okay, you as a personal trainer for so many years, you probably figured out a perfect day or morning routine to get enough protein during the day.
You're probably also the kind of person who wakes up early, like at least what I know from your story.
I have to. Don't have any other free time.
Would you do it if you didn't have to? You know what I mean?
I think I would still do it. I like to bring myself a lot of troubles in life, like a lot of pain, so that I'm more proud of myself in the evening. You know?
I get it. It sounds very familiar. I would go to the gym before noon. I wouldn't necessarily, if I can choose, I wouldn't necessarily go at 6 a.m. like you do. I would rather have a breakfast than wait, like do some, I don't know, admin stuff, whatever, and then go around like 9-ish something, 10 maybe, so that it's before noon. And in the morning, I just tend to have, like, protein-wise, I tend to have the same thing again and again and again.
I know, but how do you get enough protein? Because me and a lot of other people, they're now focusing a lot on getting enough protein, and it feels like it's never enough protein. You know, it's very hard to hit this goal.
So the thing is, like, I try to explain, I offer nutrition coaching as well, and if you change up small things, it's actually quite easy for you to hit the protein target. You just have to have a little bit of protein at every meal, and then it's actually fine. And for example, like, I don't know, what do you have for breakfast usually? What would you have for breakfast?
I make myself pancakes with cottage cheese and protein.
That's super. I mean, like, that's perfect.
I know, but like during the day, if I skip the meal, which usually happens, I eat some, I don't know, a bar of chocolate. I don't know. Sometimes it happens that I skip my meal during the day, and then in the evening I have a meal with meat, but it's still not enough protein.
So in that case, the thing is, I'm never skipping meals. So you're probably that kind of the person who does that. I never do this. Like, I could eat, I don't know, 10 times a day. So whenever I see that I'm like, I try to have protein first in the morning, like you do. Something, I don't know, like I have like some, I don't know, Greek yogurt with, also add a couple of spoons of protein into it, something like this. I don't know, maybe it's like protein porridge, whatever. And then if I see that I'm running low on protein during the day, then I just grab either protein bar or protein shake, something like this. I know that it's considered to be this low quality protein that you have to have like whole foods and stuff.
Yeah.
But to be honest, we live in a society where like we have to work and do other stuff. So I think it's better to grab a good protein bar than to not get enough protein during the day. But ideally, if you have 3 meals, like you have 30 grams in the morning, 30 grams of protein, 30 at lunch, for lunch, and then 30 for dinner, like you're fine.
30 for dinner too, and lunch. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like 30 grams of protein would be like 150 grams of, I don't know, chicken prepared, something like this.
It doesn't
Beef.
sound hard, but still, it requires a focus on that.
Yeah, you have to think about it for a couple of weeks, maybe. The first, like, if you try to change it up, and then as soon as you have a plan in your head, it's actually working quite well. Yeah. That's why I'm a big proposer of counting calories and macros and everything. But the thing is, it's not something I'm currently not doing it. Like I used to do it for 2.5 years straight, every day, like tracking.
Yeah, you get used to that. You can see on the plate.
Yeah, exactly. In my head, I have like this calculator, and you know, it's like really, I'm thinking like, okay, I had this for breakfast, this for then probably I would need, I don't know, like something.
A protein bar.
Yes, something like that. That's it. So this is like a tool you're using to get enough protein. If I have something prepped, if I'm prepping my meals, then it's mostly I prep the veggies. So something which has like some fiber in it, and then I prep something with protein. I'm a like meat eater. I eat meat. I eat a fish. So it's either I don't know salmon, tuna, chicken. If I don't want to have meat, which happens occasionally, then it's something like tofu, seitan, something like this. You know, like meat.
How do you get seitan? Actually, I've heard that it has so much protein. How do I buy one? Where do I get one?
Bila as well. Like
really,
Bila,
where
the bigger ones. The Bila Plus, yeah.
But which section is this?
It's like vegan stuff.
Oh, it's vegan stuff.
Or if you want to have like pure seitan without any spices, like added spices, then you go to an Asian shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I tried it once, it actually tastes good.
And then tofu as well. So anything which comes with tofu. Yeah. I usually tend to have low-fat mozzarella in my fridge. This is something I would have, I don't know, with a salad. I used to eat it quite a lot in the past, like Putenschinken, like ham, you know, like turkey, sliced turkey. The problem with this one is if it's like prepackaged, then it has lots of salt in it. So if I have like, I don't know, ham for dinner, then next day I'm bloated AF. So it's...
so you can get bloated just because you eat a lot of salt too.
Yeah, and you also get puffy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also like usually my problem. I can wake up and I'm like, what is going on? How do I avoid that also? So with salt?
Like bloated, you can also get bloated. Like there are so many things. You can get bloated because of being stressed, like cortisol.
Classic
is a thing. All of us are stressed. Then, like for example, if you eat lots of protein bars, which has a lot of either whey protein or something like that, it might also lead to
whey protein is bad?
It depends. It's the one which is the easiest to digest, and you like it's but unless you have issues with lactose. If something like protein bars have lots of sweeteners, then it's also might lead you to being bloated.
I know. So a lot of people choose their products in supermarkets by saying it's sugar-free, and it's not necessarily the best choice.
The thing is, it's once again, it depends. It depends on the amount. Sometimes they would, like the companies would write that it's sugar-free and that it has like coconut sugar in it or something like this.
It's the same.
It's the same. Yeah. You know Pamela Reif, right? No. And she has this like protein bars and like all
I bought them. They taste horrible.
Yeah, they taste horrible.
They taste so bad.
And it's written on there that it's like sugar-free, and there is like coconut sugar in it.
You as a personal trainer, you specialize on weight training.
Weight training, yes. So mostly like weight training, strength training. And since I have started doing this hybrid thing lately, like the Hyrox and running, like I ran a half marathon last year. I'm trying to implement more of the cardio things into the workout with my clients now. And since like you're the Instagram expert, so you might know that running, like the weight training, is now not that hyped anymore.
Okay.
So everyone is running.
Yeah.
Like everyone on Instagram is running. So like this hybrid athlete, I'm a hybrid athlete, is like a thing.
Yeah, it's
so
a thing.
yeah, that's why I'm trying to implement this as well. And I see lots of requests from my clients, which I haven't seen before, that they want me to create a plan which is more about combining several elements. You know what I mean? They want to run, they want to do yoga, they want to work out, and then also like I'm offering lots of like stretching and mobility classes, and they want to do this as well. So people like hear about mobility.
Yeah.
It's also like something, a word which you hear a lot, and they're like, I don't know what it is, but I need
Let's
it.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
But why is it important to deliver result to the clients from the perspective of cardio and weights and yoga and all of this combination?
So like with weights, the thing is, I used to be one of these girlies who only did strength training, and
This
we're
me
like, you
now.
know, and we're like this bodybuilding community who are like, cardio sucks, cardio will kill your gains, like you don't need cardio, you just can walk around, like the steps and everything, getting your steps in, and that's it. The thing is, right now I have changed my perspective a bit. So if you don't do any cardio at all, especially if you're getting older, then your heart might not be happy about it, won't be happy about it.
Cardio
so
literally stands from...
like cardiac,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
hearts, obviously. So you need this for, like, you might be the fittest person on the planet, like body-wise, but like if you don't do cardio, then your heart is obviously not trained. So
But what if I hate cardio? Like, what if I hate like I'm the person, I'm not made for jogging. I swear to God, I can run for 700 meters and then I'm dead.
What you're talking about is the so-called zone 2 cardio. So like cardio, like steady pace cardio, you know what I mean? Like running, I don't know, cycling, whatever. But if you go to a boxing class, or if you go to, I don't know, like some HIIT class, it's also cardio.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
HIIT?
this is,
I love that.
Sure, like interval training. It doesn't have to be like this, you know, like classic 1 hour of running.
No?
It's like, if you do like 30 minutes of high intensity stuff, it's actually like, it's more or less the same.
It is fun.
You need cardio for your cardiac health, obviously. But like, you're like, cardio?
No, I'm really trying to love it, but...
But like you don't have to run. Like it's not that you have to run for an hour or like cycle for an hour, whatever. Like if you go to a high intensity class, like HIIT, functional, whatever, it's fine. Like it's an interval training. It's a different kind of cardio, but it's cardio as well. So like a half an hour of this, it's perfect. Like
How often?
It depends, but I would do like, I don't know, twice a week, something like this.
So if I do 3 times weights training in the gym, on a perfect week, okay, and then I also need to do 2 times cardio.
I would either do it after the class, so after the workout, or I would do it on any different day. So if you have time, then yes.
Yeah, I need to make time for that, to be honest. I'm not stretching enough. Like there are so many things.
Yeah, like you
I
can
need to
always
catch up on.
adjust stuff, but then you like what I really like to do is to do like the small portions. You know, like for stretching, I don't know, give my clients like 5 minutes of exercising in the morning.
Yeah.
The first thing you have to do in the routine, and then they do it, and then it becomes automatic. You know what I mean? So it's quite easy. And also, like, if you want to do cardio, then you just choose a sport which involves cardio. I don't know, like football, volleyball, tennis, whatever, something like this.
Swimming also.
Swimming is also cardio, yeah. And then you go for it. So, for example, like, I like running. I don't like cycling. I hate cycling.
I also hate cycling.
Yeah. And then I also don't like swimming for some reason. I don't know. You like swimming?
I used to be a professional swimmer. You can't.
It's cardio. It's
you
cardio.
can't tell, but I used to be when I was a teenager. I was in, like, Olympic.
I see those shoulders. I see those shoulders.
And also Also, when I'm going to the gym, I see a lot of trainers from actually that are working in the gym or that have clients in the gym. How do I know that a trainer is good? What are the symptoms of a good personal trainer?
If you see that a person, like personal trainer or any other, I don't know, influencer on the internet, is mostly doing very weirdly unknown looking exercises with the clients, then it's probably not the best PT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if you see some exercises with like, I don't know, bands, so they're like doing, I don't know, a squat, but they're doing the squat on a Bossa ball with like 5 bands, and then she's also holding one dumbbell here and then one here, and then doing it. It looks cool, but it's probably not the best way to gain muscles, you know, unless she wants to be like, you know, like a circus athlete, something like this.
Yeah, so it's good for Instagram appearance, kind of, but it's not actually
exactly. So like most of the like good trainers, they give you more or less the same stuff. So like these boring basic exercises like squatting, deadlifting, I don't know, like bench press machines. I think that it's important for a PT to watch the form of your client. So the form, if you like have a client and then a PT next to him or her, then it's I would check whether this person is looking at the other like client's form, you know what I mean? Like if she's doing like it fast enough or slow enough, blah blah blah. And then I'm really not a big fan of I'm a fan of talking to my clients, obviously, because you have to talk to your clients, and then when having breaks, which is also necessary, like they also tend to talk to you. But I'm not a big fan of seeing a PT or a client talking to PT while performing the exercise.
Yeah.
Because if you do your set of 15 reps, then you have to be silent, concentrate on your breathing.
Mind and muscle
connection. Yeah, if the client is still talking to you, then it's probably doing nothing because it's not hard enough. So you have to be like dying for the 15 reps, and only then you can continue chatting.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, good to know.
I really like to say that it's not important the way like your PT looks. However, I know that for myself, if a trainer, like a coach I want to work with, doesn't look the way I desire to look, then I probably won't hire them. But I just want to make a disclaimer. If you, just because you see a girl on the internet who has like the body of your dream, doesn't mean that she has the qualification to obviously coach you.
Yeah, so it could be genetics.
Yeah, it could be genetics. So most of the cases, like these extraordinary shapes you see on Instagram or TikTok, whatever, these are mostly genetics.
We talked about cardio, why it's good. Why weights training are good? They feel actually really good. I love doing weights training. I love to, lift heavier and heavier because I feel so strong. It just gives me so much pleasure knowing, yes, I evolved in the last 3 months. It's so good. But other than that,
that's exactly the feeling which I'm trying to give all the girls I work with. Like, because many females don't really like this feeling. And also women who are not familiar with having muscle soreness, they really don't like it.
No.
So I got asked so many times, like, how many sessions do I need so that I won't get sore anymore? And I'm like, girl, it's gonna happen.
You're missing the point, girl.
It's gonna happen again and again and again, and I still get sore. So yeah, I mostly work with female clients. Most of them are either around in the mid-20s, maybe 30s, and then I have lots of clients who are 50 plus. And the thing is, if you're younger, you don't really think about it, but as soon as you approach 30, your muscle mass will start decreasing. So you have some muscles on your body, you hit 30, and then it's just starting to get less and less and less. And you have to do strength training in order to still keep the muscle mass you have. So the more strength training you do before 30s, then the better starting point you will have. You know what I mean?
So speaking on the how to say, in order to explain this to people, so you're gonna look,
you won't look in the way like which can be described as skinny fat. So like I see many girls who are very skinny, like this model skinny thingy, and it looks very good when you're like 20, 25, whatever, 30. But as soon as you hit like 35, 40, etc., if you don't do weight training, then it's like you might be skinny, but it looks saggy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in order to
avoid
that, for example, like the Miley Cyrus, her arms, you know, like the Pilates arms.
Yes.
This is not only Pilates. No, don't tell me that. I've seen her workout routine. She does a lot of strength training.
She has amazing arms.
Yeah,
oh my
so
God.
And it's the thing is also like girls are very scared to get bulky.
Yeah.
You need like so much time, so much energy, and also so many steroids to get bulky as a woman. No way. Like I hear it lots of times from girls who work out with me. Some of them would be like, you know, I really want to get shaped, but I don't want to look like you. So I've heard it so many times. I'm like, girl, you won't look like me if you work out twice a week and eat the same thing you're eating right now. Like, no way that's going to happen. I work out 6 times a week. No, trust me.
For many years, it's a system of what you eat, how you sleep. Like, this is crazy. I had the same fear when I started to work out. Also, I used to work out with a personal trainer. And I told him, look, I definitely do not want like big arms and anything. And he was like, girl, no.
You're not
honestly, you need years to be like bulky.
And also like the thing which I hear a lot from like menopausal clients, like 50 plus mostly, is that that's a thing which is which you will be told by a doctor if you're like a female, pre-menopausal female or like menopausal. You need strength training because as soon as you hit menopause, your estrogen is basically non-existent. Yeah. So like your muscle mass will decrease drastically, and the thing is like if your muscle mass decreases, then your bone density decreases as well. So there is a high risk of osteoporosis, which is unfortunately a thing which mostly females get. So like when your bones are like bone density is not enough. So if you do strength training, then you actually can prevent this thing.
Just go to the gym, girl. Just go. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really, and also like I know that many girls don't go to the gym because it's very intimidating for them. You know,
it is
like,
kind of,
It used to be intimidating for me as well, and I still get corrected by some guys. You know, like I'm like,
stop.
Look at me. I know more than you. Yeah, they would like
the audacity. Oh my God.
Yeah, like like the hyperextension, the exercise. There is a way how to do it for your butt, where you keep your back rounded. It's like everyone knows that, I think. But still, I would be approached by like, I'm wearing my headphones and working out.
And they're like,
yeah, exactly. They would be like, you're doing that wrong. I'm like, no, I don't. But like, if I heard it from many girls at the gym that they get really intimidated by that. Just so to reassure you, 90% of the guys at the gym do some stupid stuff which doesn't make any sense. Like they're doing it in such a wrong way you cannot imagine. So please don't listen to them, right? Just don't get intimidated by them.
I think the biggest achievement is just that you're already in the gym and you're doing something. And even if your exercise is 100% entirely correct, you're still doing that. And with time, just look at yourself in the mirror, see all of the angles, maybe ask someone who you trust for feedback. But the most important thing that you are already in the gym. I think that's the biggest achievement.
And that's actually the reason why most of the gyms have mirrors. It's not for you to admire yourself at the mirror. I mean, for this as well, if the lighting is good. But actually mostly for you to watch yourself during the exercise. So whether the form is correct or not.
And also what I wanted to ask is that summer is approaching. So people have 3 more months approximately, maybe even 2 until it's really warm in Europe. How to get in shape in 2 months? What would be your plan?
Ooh, 2 months, like 8 to 9 weeks.
Yeah.
I would go to the gym, obviously.
What are we doing in the gym?
We are doing a full body program 3 times a week. So 2 leg exercises might be, I don't know, leg press, leg curl, hip thrust if you have that into the gym. Then 2 exercises for like bigger upper body muscles. Maybe some row, like maybe some lat pull down, maybe I would also do a chest exercise, to be honest, because for girls it's also quite important. And then a couple of accessories like, I don't know, like triceps extensions, and then accessories
of a personal trainer.
and like abs. I would not necessarily do like one whole hour of abs, just because abs are made in the kitchen. That's it. Then I would start, if you're not walking enough, I would start doing this, like, I don't know, 10K steps per day, something like this, on average per week. Or maybe do cardio once a week. Doesn't matter which one. And then I would definitely pay attention to my nutrition. This is like 80%. So like protein, then maybe a bit less of carbs, because it's easier for most of the people to cut out carbs like bread and stuff, and they end up in a deficit. That's actually drink more water, eat more fiber, very basic stuff you've heard everywhere. And if you want to lose weight, like if you really want to lose weight, then I would say that anything between like 2 and 3 kilos per month is a reachable goal, which can last like for longer. You know what I mean? Like if you lose, I know you might lose 8 kilos, 6 kilos for like in a month, but it probably come back like this yo-yo effect.
Yeah, that's very extreme, I think. Also, it's very stressful for body. And I'm this type of person, if you tell me do not eat that or eat less, I'm going to eat 10 times more, because it's simply my character. So what I adopted before I'm going on vacation, I simply cut the carbs and eat more protein.
Yes.
So I still eat like my normal portions, because if I see a small portion of food, I'm like, no, I can't. I love food. Like, I don't want to eat less. But you still eat your amount of food. Just add more proteins, less carbs.
Yeah, more veggies probably.
Yeah. Fruits also. I recently rediscovered that I really like kiwi.
Do you eat kiwi, like, do you peel your kiwis?
Yes.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there like
I'm that one weird
benefit
person.
of...
apparently, like,
It's hairy. Ew.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, like, there's this gold kiwis. They are not that hairy.
Yeah, okay. And they're sweeter.
Yeah, apparently, like, it has more fiber and some vitamins in it, but... Yeah, I'm too lazy to peel them, so...
Yeah, it's honestly such a pain to peel them, but at the same time, when I buy them, they're so hairy. I'm like, how do I wash it so it's, clean, so I just peel it?
Yeah, I get it. But, yeah, kiwis are great. Kiwis are really great. Yeah.
So, go to the gym, eat some kiwis, and summer's approaching.
Yeah, and start now, because if you start working out in March, April, what most of the girls do...
Yeah.
It's not
April is too late?
April is too late. Like, if you start in April, like for, let's say, for May or like for June, no, it's too late.
How do you get your clients in Vienna? What's your approach?
Okay. That's a good question. I would say that it's mostly Instagram, probably via recommendations by my current clients, and then also with... I offer group classes as well, and with group classes, it's a combination of those both things I've just described, and then I also try to do like this bring a friend sessions from time to time, where you can bring a friend to the class for free, so at no cost.
Smart.
It works. It works wonders. No, it's actually quite good, because obviously people like to work out together, with someone, and then if you have a friend in a group class who is also joining, then the chances are higher that you will join as well. So
that is so cool. This is a very great advice, not only for your niche, but basically for any niche. For example, on my Instagram, I sell consultation, but I never thought that if you have a colleague, if you already paid for an hour of my consultation, I will still anyways answer all of your questions. Bring another person who wants to know, but this is so cool.
This is exactly like all the referrals, the way that the referrals work. You know, like you bring a friend and then you get, I don't know, like 20 euros. You know, like the way like Revolut wants
yes, they always send me notification like bring a friend and you'll get 70 euros.
Yes. Yeah. I don't necessarily, I try to get some feedback from my clients, you know, so that I have it on my
website.
Yes, I don't have a website. I don't have a website yet, I'd say. I try to gain like some feedback, get some feedback from my clients in written form. And it mostly works with clients if you promise them to, like, I don't know, to give them a discount or something like this, you know, because then they're eager to write it. That's the way, like, if you, I don't know, if you see, like, if you scan some, I don't know, like, feedback form in a restaurant, they're like, if you fill it out, then you're going to get, like, 5 euros back, something like this.
That's good. So all of the trainers, I hope you took notes. Take this very serious. In the end of each interview, I have 3 questions, 3 same questions that I ask each of my guests, and we start now. So the first question, what's your most important life lesson and how did you implement it into your life?
Okay. My most important life lesson is probably that if you visualize something hard enough, then it will happen. This is
facts.
Yeah. This is something I've experienced so many times. I was like, you know, like I just, when I started my career, I was visualizing myself, I don't know, like being a coach somewhere with clients. And then back then it didn't make any sense to me because I was like, it's not going to work. And here I am, you know, like I visualized myself getting my degree, like getting my diploma at the university, and I got it. Like I visualized myself. Now I started like with physiotherapy studies. So I'm studying once again, and I get into it. So I passed the exam. So I also like it works. It just works. Like that's why I'm also a big fan like of like visual boards and stuff.
I recently watched so many podcasts of scientists who study the manifestation and visual boards, and they actually call them action boards because when you visualize something, your brain needs to see this as like a to-do list. So you not only visualize I want to be, for example, a personal trainer, you actually do certain steps to achieve it. And there is a scientific proof of that. I'm so excited now that the manifestation is meeting with science.
Yes, this
recently.
Is it. I always want the things I do to be backed up by science. I'm not the most spiritual girl, I'd say, but with these things, I'm 100% sure that they work. And as you're saying, like if there is a proof that it is actually the case, then go for it. Vision boards, action boards.
Yes. I wrote this text so long ago. I still find a lot of small mistakes. Oh my god, but it's just
fine. You're a creative person.
Yes, I'm a crazy girl. What's 3 best advice for people in your industry?
Okay. So the first thing is it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I would rather have less clients and give them better coaching than to have just more clients, and if you can, obviously, and the coaching is meh. Then secondly, it sounds very basic and very cheesy, but if you only want money, then you won't succeed in the industry.
Yeah, then it's not your niche, I think.
Like I know many people who got into fitness or think of getting into fitness just because it's easy money. It's not. Like it might be for some time, but like people will definitely discover that you're fake in some sense, you know what I mean? And then the third thing would be to, I don't know, to maybe not to try and invent some new stuff just because it looks cool and might bring in new followers, because if you get popular by selling some like weird stuff, then it will be discussed on the internet. So there will be YouTube videos by experts who will be like, okay, actually what she's talking about is not gonna work.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This is just also kind of marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you had to start from the beginning now, what would you do?
Well, first of all, I would not think that everyone around me is against me. People just look in my face and smile in my face and they laugh behind my back, but it's actually not the case. And even if they do so, then so what? You can't do anything about it. So just do your thing and listen to others. Do listen to other people because they tell you smart things sometimes, but don't necessarily listen to everyone. And
I think the most important thing is just to try it and figure out on the way.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Trial and error.
Yeah, and people don't hate you for trying and failing. No, you mostly hate yourself. To be very honest.
You will hate yourself in like 10 years if you don't try.
Yes, also.
Yeah. I think it's better if you try and fail, and then you maybe can do it better next time than if you don't try at all. And you're like 70 and you look back and I'm like, I should have done this, should have done that. So yeah, go for it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I'm so happy I learned about the cardio because I thought like me and cardio we're not gonna be anyhow close, but we are
close already.
Yeah, because it's something I wanted to discover and I discovered it with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How can people approach you? You have Instagram?
I have Instagram. You find me on Instagram. It's pumping Dasha. Very easy. Yeah, I think I do have TikTok as well, but I'm a millennial, so I don't use it that much. Yeah, and if you want to approach me, just write me a DM on Instagram, and I reply to most of them quite fast. So
yes, and you do personal trainings. You also do group classes, and you also do tennis classes.
Yeah, I do. So I teach tennis as well. This is something like a second part of my job. I offer online coaching as well. So I work like nutrition-wise. I work with my clients on a fully like online base. And yeah, and if you're in Vienna, just write me a DM. I offer personal coaching and also group classes in Vienna as well. Outdoor soon, hopefully, because it's gonna get warm.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for watching, everyone, and don't forget to write a cute little comment and maybe follow me on YouTube. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.